Thanks for being here. I am recording this class, so if you want to be on the recording, leave your camera on. If you don't, that's totally fine too. Just turn your camera off. And if you have any questions throughout this whole thing, unmute yourself or ask them in the chat box too. Hopefully we all are kind of familiar with Zoom by now, but we're still learning. So let me get all set up here real quick, get to my notes that you all know I have. And let me share my screen with you. Hopefully you guys won't see the notes. I just want you to see the class. Let me make sure of that. Okay, do you see Road to Wellness? Yes, let's see. You see that, okay. Let me move this around real quick. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, you guys still see Road to Wellness? Yes, okay, good. Okay. So, welcome. I'm really excited that you're all here. By being here, you're really choosing and showing that you're wanting to make health and well-being a priority in your life. So that's awesome. Good on you. That's the first step, admitting admitting that you're up for that, and that's good. To start off, let me just ask you a question. Did you know that Young Living is actually a health and wellness company? Most people don't. They just think it's essential oils. So that's why we're here today. That's why someone invited you here today. With that in mind, maybe we can start. Anybody who wants to, you can unmute yourself or not, or chat, or however you want to do it, however you feel comfortable. But maybe you can share in the chat or with us a health goal that you have for yourself or for someone that you love. That way we can know where we're kind of headed with all this, and I can help you more individually too. With everything that's happened, we already got one. Let's see here. To feel stronger and more energy. That's a good one. Very, very good one. So I think a lot of what we'll talk about today will help with both of those things. To feel less stress and deal with stress better. Again, more energy. Yep. Those will all be talked about today. This is kind of an overview. It's not about specific, liver or whatever. It's just an overall wellness. So we can be more specific to each person. If you need help with that, ask me or whoever invited you. But this is overall will help everything. Emotional and mental well-being. We all need that, right? Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for sharing. So, let's see. With everything that has happened lately in the world, the last year or two, that's been crazy. I know I need a little fresh start. So that's why I'm doing this class. So it amped me up to get going. I don't think I'm alone in needing that fresh start. So some of the most popular health and wellness goals many have are, like we already saw, maybe staying fit, getting healthy, losing weight, emotional, energy, well-being, energy, everything like that. So, but it may not be much of a surprise that most people don't feel like they ever really reach their goals, or they give up before they do. So this often happens because they don't set a plan on how to actually do that. They think, I want to lose 15 pounds. That's a generic thought. And so they get a gym membership and they show up without a real plan in place, really. They say, I want to get healthy, but they don't really know how to do that. So in this class, we're going to go over some simple tips on how to really create healthy habits and that are really sustainable and will actually help you look and, most importantly, feel better, which in my experience is the first step, feeling better. Then you automatically look better because you feel better, you smile, you're happy. you're moving more, so you're physically better as well. A quick note, let me stop sharing here just so everyone knows. I'm not a doctor. I am not here to diagnose, treat, or cure any of your illnesses. The content we're going to cover is for information purposes only. So if you want to type in the chat while I get everything set up again, maybe say where you're coming from in the class, where feel like an old radio DJ. Tell us where you're coming from and who are you, where you're calling from. Let me share my screen again. We got people from all over. Okay. So Road to Wellness. I know we got people from New Mexico, Massachusetts, Colorado, Oregon, all over the place. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay. So hopefully you can see this whole screen. Okay. So, oops, sorry, one sec. Get up here. You know I got my notes. So first off, before we get into all the amazing tips on how to stay healthy with essential oils and Young Living products, I want to share with you why I really believe and trust in Young Living and their quality products. Young Living calls it a seed to seal promise. And that is kind of like a stamp of, ooh, sorry, there's a bug. There's a stamp on every single one of their products. It's like a promise, a guarantee. They abide by very strict guidelines to fulfill this promise and to make sure that what they're putting out is pure, safe, and effective products for our home. So their guidelines are, keeps going back. Their guidelines are their farms and partners. Farms abide by all strict standards. They select their strongest seeds from strong living plants. They hand weed and use their own oils on plants for pest control to avoid the use of toxic chemicals. I've seen this in action. They harvest at peak times to ensure quality oils. They distill on site without chemicals, and they test every batch, even if it doesn't meet their standards because of like weather conditions or pests or something. For any other reason, they don't bottle it up. So all of, keeps going back. So all of those factors makes a really huge difference in quality and effectiveness. So if you want more information about what that is, that Seed to Seal promise, there's a website. It's called seedtoseal.com. Seed seal.com. Sorry. Let's see if this will go forward. Okay. Can someone tell me if you're seeing the same page? If it goes back, why does it go back? No, it's saying at usage and safety. Okay, sorry, still learning Zoom here. So there are 3 really important guidelines to follow when using your essential oils. And we're going to talk about more than just oils tonight, but we need to make sure that everyone stays safe. So dilute your oils. That's number 1. If you're first starting out too, that's especially important. Young Living oils are very, very potent, and a little goes a long way. So be sure to dilute them and keep them. That will keep you safe to begin with, to try them out, and then also will help your oils go further. This might be common sense, I thought, but maybe not to everybody. Number 2, don't put oils in your eyes or ear canal. Very important. Number 3, follow the directions on the label. Some oils are ideal for topical and aromatic use, and then some oils are designed for like internal use. So just follow those labels. Once you've gotten your starter kit, I think most people here have already gotten a starter kit or gotten a product, whatever you buy. The person who helped you get that products or those products, or I can really connect you with some and go over some safety tips and suggestions in more detail if you need that. So now, ways that we can use our oils. There are 3 main ways. Topically, so you can apply it to your skin, dilute it with a carrier oil like a fractionated coconut oil, or Young Living has their own carrier oils and massage oils, one called V6, that's they're really quickly absorbed and effective. I've been using oils for a while now. I know what works with me and what doesn't. So topically, I sometimes use a carrier oil and then sometimes I don't. So you just try out for yourself, but start with a carrier oil. You can also use them aromatically. You can use those in the diffuser or maybe with like a diffuser jewelry, like necklace. I've seen earrings, I've seen bracelets, stuff like that. They have diffusers for the car, for your computer. So that would be aromatically breathing them in. Internally, Young Living oils from the Vitality line are safe to ingest. So that could be in food, in a gel capsule, in tea with honey or oil, like coconut oil. So those Vitality oils are, the bottles have a white label. Those are from the Vitality line and they have dietary instructions on them. So little note, the oils with the regular colored, like solid colored labels, bottles, those bottles are the same oil as the Vitality bottles. So for example, if I have a green peppermint bottle, that's not Vitality, it's the same oil as if I had a white label peppermint Vitality bottle, same oil. Just per FDA rules, they have to have different labels. So play around with these methods, see what works for you. Each individual is different. Okay, so we're gonna start with, this is the good stuff, personal growth turning inward. Maybe in the chat box, you can tell me, let us know how much time you currently spend doing maybe personal inner work, and if you think it would benefit yourself to do a little more. So let's get into personal growth. I found from my own experience that once your mindset changes from within, everything on the outside will change with it. The mind is a very powerful thing. We got the chat here. It helps a ton. Inner work, yes. More this last year than ever. Yeah, very true. A little every day. That's key. That is very key. We'll go a little into that. Just a little each day. It doesn't have to be this big, huge thing. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, so the mind is very powerful. What you think becomes what you do, and what you do becomes who you are. Oops, let's get back here. Oh no, that's right. Sorry. Okay, so let me say that again. What you think becomes what you do, and what you do becomes who you are. I like that. So I can be as dedicated and scheduled and have all the intention and talk the big talk, but if my mind and my feelings aren't included in it all, I know that any changes I'm trying to make just simply won't last, just won't happen. It just doesn't work. So spending time and energy to reflect on yourself through maybe journaling, some deep breathing, or any other kind of mind body chill out connection activities can really help you realize your goals and shift your mindset in a positive and productive way. This is really very important when working on health and wellness. We have to work on our mind first, our feelings first, our heart. No other efforts will last if we don't work on our mind first. So here are 4 tools that can help us turn inward and reflect and strengthen our mind and self-love. Super important. Number 1 here. Use conscious language to speak with positive intention. Maybe that sounds a little frou-frou to you, but really what it means is just be kind to yourself, think kind thoughts to yourself, congratulate yourself when you meet goals and our work that you're working towards, be forgiving when you fall short, love that you're trying and that speak to yourself in that way. Be kind. So use conscious language, talk that way to yourself in your mind and out loud. Number 2, write down a list of things that you're grateful for each day. This is huge for me. I don't always write it down, but I think it in the mornings. I start every morning thinking about what I'm grateful for. Do that however you want. If you want to write it down, you want to think it, anything else, draw it out. It's a wonderful way to start and end your day. Train your brain to think your future into existence with personal affirmations. Again, that might sound a little frou-frou, but it's not. It's just thinking, just training your brain. If you've done the aroma freedom technique with us before, you know how powerful affirmations can be. If not, and you'd like more information on that technique, just let me know. It's kind of like a personal kind of practice or personal self-help therapy thing that you end in the end with an affirmation that you say out loud and think about regularly. That's all an affirmation is, something that you say out loud. Maybe you have it to where you're seeing it regularly, written out or something, thinking it. So make it an affirmation that's powerful and loving to yourself. Number 4, write down or reflect your future goals coming to life with visualization. That means this is another way that we can think and focus on your future goal. Write them down. Like I said, have them visually available to see regularly, maybe on your kitchen mirror or something, or a notebook you open regular, your desktop on your laptop. I've done that, or your computer or your phone. Have them visible and easy to see. Maybe a vision board or a drawing or something like that, whatever you like to see it. But think of your goal as already being accomplished. How will you feel? How will you, the future you that has reached this goal, overcome obstacles? How does this goal-oriented you react to times where you're down, sad, and angry? Because those times are going to come. Once you have a goal, it's not just like all rainbows and butterflies, right? Like once you've reached it, it's going to still have hard times, and getting there will have hard times. So what does that future successful you do when those hard times comes? Hard times come. How do you deal with that? How does a successful you deal with that? So picture yourself doing whatever that is, and how wonderful and proud you'll feel because of that, those actions, right? And how you'll feel longer down the road too. So there's many essential oils that you can use to make these daily practices or habits kind of go to the next level. See, nope, let's go back here. So there's oils for breathing or quiet time. Those would be something maybe like frankincense, used for it's just really relaxing and grounding and balancing and uplifting. It's an awesome oil. Peace and calming. The ylang ylang that's in this blend has been said to balance male and female energies, so it's great for grounding. Excuse me. And then there's some oils maybe for self-reflection and journaling. Those would be maybe Release is a mix I love. It's a blend with a relaxing kind of smell that really helps your ability to let go of anger, frustration, just release. It also promotes harmony and balance when diffused. So you can use this when journaling or maybe reading. And also I like Gratitude. It fosters a grateful attitude and embraces the blessings in your life. The uplifting aroma of gratitude invites a feeling of emotional progress, which is really cool. So now that's inner work. Anybody think those might help? Is there one in particular you'd really want to try out? Tell us in the chat. Let me take a drink here. Also, you can chat in the chat, text in the chat or whatever. We're going to talk about physical exercise, physical activity, preparation for that. So tell me, what is your normal, typical excuse for not getting a workout in? Be honest. I'm excited to see these. Okay, gratitude sounds like a nice oil. Yes, definitely. I like gratitude. I love release, but everybody's different. Okay, excuses for exercise. Too tired. Definitely. When I'm too tired, exercise is the last thing I want to do. For sure. For sure. I let everything else get in the way. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. So, like it says, most excuses for not working out have something to do with not having enough time. Let everything else get in the way. Too tired because you've got no time. So, yes, this is definitely my weakest, whatever you would call it, aspect or part of wellness. So don't think just because I'm giving this class that I'm perfect at all in any way. I'm not. We all need support and can always grow, continue to grow. So that's why we're here, right? So I can come up with as many excuses. I've come up with some doozies, but a lot of the time it's about time or tired for sure. So one easy way to remove that excuse or those excuses from your vocabulary is to plan for your workouts ahead of time. Let me get this over here. There we go. So plan your workout time the day before and keep it set. Like this is what it is. Put it in your planner, your phone, your calendar, however you keep track. It's an appointment that you don't miss, right? It's not something like, oh, I just don't feel like it. It's like, oh, it's 2. I got to do this. 2, tell people you're planning to work out a certain amount of times a week or whatever, or what your schedule is, and then they can help you be accountable. 3, pick a gym bag and keep it in your car so that you can stop at the gym or a fitness class or keep it ready right beside your bed if you're going to do it at home. So you can just have it there. I know people have slept in their gym clothes too, so that you're just ready, and not gym clothes, workout clothes, you're just ready. So those, just set it, right? Like it's just, this is what I have to do, and make it part of your schedule, an appointment. Some things that you can make it just a little more enjoyable. I know that if I am enjoying like the preparation or the getting ready for it, or things having to do with something I don't necessarily want to do, make it a little more enjoyable. Maybe you make this gym bag freshening spray, which is just 2 tablespoons of witch hazel, 15 drops of your whatever essential oil you want, and then 3 ounces of water. Should be a glass or stainless steel spray bottle. So combine those ingredients and then just use it as you need. Maybe purification would be good for getting odors out of shoes, stinky gym bags, stuff like that. And then thieves would be good for like wet stuff that's gonna maybe mildew or just sit all day. Another really good tip for working out, and that I've recently learned because I've been trying to work out, is to dilute pan away with some carrier oil, or have it pre-mixed with some carrier oil and apply it to your sore muscles after a workout. This will really stop the excuse of I'm too sore to work out the next day on day 2 or 3. I can really attest to this working. I started to try to work out like a week or 2 ago, like really work out. I've been walking regularly and that helps tons. But like actually do exercise moves and I couldn't walk. I told everybody I broke my thighs. So things that I used were Panaway. That helped tons. I'm just not used to using it because it's my husband's oil usually. He's the one with sore muscles. But I did that and that helped tons. I also used sulfurzyme, which is a supplement we'll go into later, and Mega Cal, which is a calcium magnesium. So those are good things for recovery. Another little tip, just personally, do what you enjoy for exercise. A lot of the time we think, oh, I need to, I need to do this type of workout. Whatever you're not into, you think you have to do. So don't do that. Do what you enjoy. Dance around. I love walking. Walk, get a brisk walk in regularly. Maybe you like to do like sit-ups and stuff like that. Do that. Maybe you don't like to run. Don't run. Maybe you love to run. Run. Do something you enjoy. And that's exercise, right? And the more you do those things you love, the more, maybe if you're wanting to do specific things to maybe sculpt or whatever, the more likely and more able-bodied you're going to be for those ones. Okay, so that's exercise. Movement, I really just say movement, because when I think of exercise, I think of like big sweaty gym buff guys who like take fake stuff and everything. So just movement, physical activity is so good for health and well-being. My walks that I take, whew, I do some thinking. I get, if I'm frustrated, just walk it out. It helps so much for stress. Okay, next thing we got, food. So what are your biggest struggles in preparing healthy meals throughout the day? Maybe you can tell us in the chat if you feel like it. I've had to learn a whole new way of eating, sometimes due to my health. So this is a thing I'm passionate about, a part I'm passionate about. One little tidbit I gotta say here is I changed this part of the pre-made class from diet to food, just because I really truly believe that the word diet, I just don't like it. It's disgusting. It's negative. It's not nourishing. It's just, bleh, I don't like it. So if we look at food as something that we can't have or something that we dread to even deal with, it's all just not going to work. We're not going to want to do it. So when we love food and we enjoy all the yummy, nourishing, natural food that we have to keep our bodies healthy and functioning and are thankful for it, it's a fun thing. It's a happy thing. So food, not a diet. That's my little rant. So Misha says something about food is lack of creativity or ideas. I completely can get that too. For sure. That is definitely something that we deal with. So maybe some of these tips will help. Number one, let me see if we're here. Yeah. Oh, let's stay on one. Plan for the week ahead. Make a list of things that you can cook at the beginning of the week and enjoy multiple times during the week. So maybe things like soups, chili, grilled chicken, sauteed veggies. These are examples of foods that you can make in larger amounts and spread out throughout the week. Also make it easy. Number two, make it easy to stay on track. So store healthy food in clear containers on the top of your shelf of your fridge, top shelf of your fridge, or at the front of your pantry. So this is kind of like a mental trick, like, oh, that's what I have. That's good. And a big tip that I like is chopping veggies for snacks or for the meals that I've planned ahead, so that they're already chopped and ready and set. It just makes the rest of the meals easier. So that's some prep as well. Prep beforehand so that after is not as much prep. It's nice. Tip 3, snack tip for busy bees. If you're too busy, prepare your snacks in advance to make them easy to grab and go. So if you have a snack on hand, you're less likely to turn to something sugary and processed, a bag of chips or something that will make you feel really gross and sluggish and will not support this new happy, healthy habits that you're making in your life, right? Number 4 is ditch and switch. Let me go here. So here's a few swaps that you can maybe do to not feel like you're missing out. Just swap some unhealthy ingredients out for some healthy ones. So it's pretty easy. Some examples are ditch spaghetti, switch to zucchini noodles. Only cook zucchini noodles for like a minute. They need hardly no cooking. Otherwise, they're just mush. So just barely, and then maybe blanch them in cold water right after. Ditch chips and crackers and switch out air popped popcorn. Real popcorn, not popcorn that's got tons of chemicals on it in those bags, but popcorn kernels on the stovetop. It's easy, just butter and popcorn kernels. Then you could put your whatever flavorings you want on them. Or maybe sliced crunchy veggies instead of chips and crackers. Things like carrots, broccolis, cucumbers, zucchini. Like I said, where did I say this? Oh, I said it in a little thing we sent out to a message group that we're on. It takes time for your palate to appreciate those vegetables and the taste of them. But once you're off of all the, not off completely, because you don't have to go crazy unless it's for specific health reasons. But if you're just eating more healthy stuff and adding in vegetables, you'll start to learn to appreciate the taste of carrots and broccolis and cucumbers and zucchinis and things like that. They really do have flavor. We're just not used to them because we're so used to like MSG and toxins and sugar and everything. So ditch soda and switch to sparkling water. I really like that one, or tea, or hot or cold tea. Maybe add in some Young Living Vitality oils for flavors. I like Citrus Fresh. Indoflex is a good one. Tastes kind of spearminty and fruity. Lemon, it's very good for you and tastes delicious. You've never tasted something so lemony as Young Living lemon oil. It's really good. So you get the flavor plus then the added benefits of those oils as well. So just remember, if you're putting them in something to drink, nothing plastic or styrofoam. Needs to be glass, ceramic, or stainless steel, because otherwise it will leach out the toxins from the other materials.
Hey, Vanessa, can I jump in and just say something real quick?
Yeah. Go for it.
I just got the Sleek Essence in the mail today. Oh my goodness, it is yummy.
Oh, good.
It's a really fun one. You just need 2 or 3 drops in your water, and I can smell it just close by. It's wonderful, and it's supposed to be really good at helping curb cravings. So
yeah, I think it has stevia in it, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so that's a good alternative to sugar and any other nasty sweeteners. So yeah, it helps when you're in a pinch and you're like, I need something sweet. It's good for sure. And Young Living has Sleek everything. Like that's one of their lines is Sleek. So Sleek, they have like snack bars, protein powder, the oil, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's a good, I should have thought of that. Thanks, Misha. That's a really good one. So ditch also sugary breakfast and switch to maybe overnight oats or hard-boiled eggs and a side of fruits. Again, just a little more prep beforehand, and then you see the benefits after, right? Here's some recipes. Oops. Some recipes that are really, really good. Grab and go snacks for when you're busy. So have them prepped before time. This wolfberry trail mix. So you get your favorite nuts, any nuts, and then add in the dried wolfberries from Young Living. Store it in a Ziploc bag or a container, however you want to store your stuff. And then it's ready to go. So that would be wolfberries, maybe banana chips, not sweetened with sugar, a cup of almonds, a cup of cashews, half a cup pumpkin seeds, and then if you want some dark chocolate chips. That sounds delicious. And then this veggie dip, we were kind of talking about this a while back in another class we had just maybe a week or 2 ago. This veggie dip is just plain Greek yogurt, or even if you can't do dairy, maybe coconut yogurt, whatever kind of yogurt you want. 6 drops of dill vitality, 2 drops of lemon vitality essential oil, 2 cloves of garlic minced up, a teaspoon of onion powder, and then half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. Mix it together and then use your chopped veggies that you've already had chopped from when you got home from the grocery store right away. So that sounds delicious. So those are just some. Side note, like I love Ningxia Red and I put that in everything. I have that every day. It's an energy drink or an antioxidant drink. It's my liquid gold. It gives me energy, focus, stamina, keeps me going. So I have that every single day. I need it. I put it in smoothies. Mostly I sometimes put it in smoothies. Mostly I just add it to I add like a 1/4 cup or 1 to 2 ounces of the Ningxia Red, and then a drop of whatever vitality oil I'm feeling for the day, and then water. Fill up the cup, and I drink it sometimes in the morning warm, so it's like a tea kind of thing. Mostly I drink it in the afternoon between like noon to 2 o'clock when I need a little pick me up. It really keeps me going. I looked it up and it said online that it enhances longevity, promotes strong immune function, cardiovascular health, supports liver function and metabolic processes as it replenishes key nutrients by delivering natural, low glycemic, no sugar, energy and providing essential antioxidants. So that's the scientific aspect of it. It's just really good stuff coming from me. I highly recommend it for feeling better and having energy and doing that regularly, daily. I used to just drink it when I was like super dead, and now I drink it daily and it's just more consistent, just like all the time. So that's another food one, kind of drink one. Okay, self care. One of my newfound favorite things. This has been a priority to myself lately. I've really been embracing this and it's making it priority, and it's made a load of difference in my health and life and emotions in general. And I'm so much more available and successful to those around me because I'm putting self-care as a priority. I've been working with Young Living for a long time. I've been in therapy. I've always kind of cared about health. And it's just within the last like month to 2 to 3 months that I've really started realizing, oh, I have to take care of myself so that I can be good for others. And that's not bad. I shouldn't feel bad about having to take care of myself. We need to. We're supposed to take care of ourselves so that we're more able-bodied for those around us, emotionally and able-bodied. So I feel like sometimes women, especially, we often neglect taking care of ourselves. Maybe it's due to time or not feeling worthy or anything in between. But in all reality, if we aren't caring for ourselves, we won't be able to fully care for those that are around us that we love and care for. So, some self-care tips. A morning routine might be the most important thing you do in a day. A solid morning routine will help set you up for success throughout the rest of the day. It'll make you feel great and ready to tackle the world. So spend just a half an hour a day taking care of yourself, and you'll really get the most out of yourself, out of your productivity all day long. So if you saw my Instagram this morning, I am very, not lenient, that wouldn't be the word, loving, caring, giving to myself in the morning. If I don't feel like doing 900 things in the morning, that's okay. I do what feels good so that my morning starts out good, so I feel better the rest of the day. So true. Thanks, Michelle. Yes. So 10 activities for you to accomplish in the morning. That may sound like a lot, 10 things, but it's honestly, it's all just real simple stuff. Some take seconds. They'll set you up for success, which is why you should incorporate these practices into your daily routine. So number one, make your bed. Takes hardly no time at all. You've already accomplished something. As soon as you get out of bed, you accomplish something, you're set. You've made your bed. Number two, drink a glass of water right when you wake up. I personally like room temperature or warm water with lemon juice or lemon essential oil for really awesome digestion. Or number three, take a lemon juice and a Young Living Nisha red shot to shoot it right away in the morning. Number four, wash your face and brush your teeth. Hopefully we're doing those things, but just like think about, okay, I'm washing my face. This isn't something, oh, I gotta do this. I hate this, but just like, oh, I love my skin. I'm taking care of it. What a precious time I have to take care of myself, right? Brush your teeth. You're taking care of your health really a lot when you're taking care of your teeth. Number five, take your vitamins. We'll go into this a little bit more later. That takes 2 seconds. Number six, eat a balanced breakfast. We talked about how to prep for that. Number seven, exercise or take a little time to move, stretch, foam roll, whatever that could be, just some stretches, some bending over, going up, stretching forward, stretching back, whatever. Any just small, just to get your body going, right? Number 8, pamper yourself. And this doesn't take long at all. Use maybe a dry brush for your skin. If you need help, I have a little like infographic of how to do dry brushing. Helps tons of stuff. Maybe take a bath. That's a little longer if you have the time. Or take a nice shower. Or in the shower, use this coffee scrub that we're going to go into. Exfoliate your skin. It's a real pampering, feel good about yourself thing right away in the morning. Number 9, this is huge and super simple. Take 3 deep breaths. Maybe use some oils while you do that. Put your hands over your face and breathe in your oils and think about those affirmations, right? Takes no time at all. And then 10, find some gratitude in your life. Just think about it, talk to anybody you need about it, or journal about it. So all of these can really feel so much more special, like I was talking about before, if you have your products that you love and that you know are healthy and clean while you're doing those things. So just for toothpaste, the Young Living toothpaste is awesome. There's a few different types. The one I use, I think, is the Aroma Bright, like the basic one. I think that's what it's called. It's so smooth, fresh. Your teeth feel like you just left the dentist, but there's no pain from being at the dentist. I love their toothpaste. You know how I feel about Ningxia Red. I can't talk about that enough. And then the supplements and vitamins that Young Living have are awesome. I think they're life-changing. They're all made from the best ingredients, and most importantly, they're enhanced with essential oils, all their supplements. So that makes them what they call bioavailable, more bioavailable. And that just means that they're more easily absorbed into our body because they're mixed with the essential oil. It goes into our body easier, all of the supplements. So it's really cool how they work. Some staples, just for examples, this is very general. If you need specific help for specific things, I can help you, or whoever invited you here can help you. But I think these are just all over. Everybody needs them and will benefit from taking them. Our sulfurzyme, it's our hair, skin, and nails supplement, good for like all of your joints that connect everything in our body. Total antioxidants as well. Has sulfur in it in the form of MSM, which our soil that we get our food from is lacking nowadays because of the way modern farming is. So this sulfurzyme gets that back, what we need. It's called a supplement because our body is lacking in it and it's supplementing it. So I'm loving the results I'm getting with it. I've taken the pills. There's pills and powder. My nails are growing like crazy. My nails are thicker and like stronger. Like my nails used to peel real easily and they don't now at all. Hair is growing, just skin, awesome. Awesome. I love sulfurzyme. Life 9 is a probiotic, and that is I think 9 different forms of probiotics that counteract all the bad stuff in our gut. Our gut health is everything. So if you could put a probiotic in your your daily supplement practice, huge, makes a huge difference. And it's quality probiotics that you can really trust too. Some probiotics I've seen in the store and stuff have like sugar in them, and it's disturbing and I hate it. So a good probiotic that you can trust, Life 9. Omega Gize is another supplement that I think everyone needs and could benefit from, except for maybe if you're not supposed to have, I don't know, check with your doctor still. But Omega Gize has omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D3, CoQ10. So this supplement supports bone health, immune system, and just overall health. It's just so good for you. So if you need more specific help for a specific problem, again, get with me or whoever can help you. We can find supplements. I have a big supplement like dictionary thing, and we can help. Morning and evening are good times to take most supplements. Some supplements you need to take on an empty stomach, some you need to take with food. So just make sure to coordinate that. And what I did to start this was I just wrote down everything I thought I needed. what I could get here in Ecuador and when to take it, like what the supplement says, take on an empty stomach or morning or night, 1 time a day, 2 times a day, whatever. And you just have it. It's just a little list. So this is pretty much what I take. I take sulfurzyme, Life9, Ningxia Red, soon to take the Life, I'm sorry, I'm soon to take the Life9, I take the Omega Gi's, the sulfurzyme. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and vitamin C. Yeah. So if you need any help with specific stuff, like I said, we can do a whole wellness plan for you. So just check with whoever is helping you and we can get you set up with that. Very, very beneficial supplements. They're huge, 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 huge. Another really important thing to getting those toxins out of your daily activities is to get those toxins out of your daily activities. This will really help self-care. Sorry, just making sure someone wasn't texting me. Okay, so is getting those toxins out of your daily activities. So those are things like cleaning supplies, makeup, food, air freshener. It's all very easily doable. I know that can seem overwhelming at first, but it's really just buying what you already buy, but switching it out for Young Living, you know, like you already buy cleaning products, stop buying the crappy, horrible toxin, mess up your hormone stuff and that stinks and you know it's bad for you. And every time you use it, you're like, oh, this smells, it can't be good for you. Just stop buying that. Instead, buy the thieves cleaner or whatever you need, right? So it's just a switch out. Switching out toxic supplies and with nourishing supplies. So it feels good as you're using them. It's not gross feeling. Instead, you feel proud and happy that you're making the best choices for yourself and your family when you use those things. That could be tons of stuff. So again, here's that little recipe, the coffee skin scrub. That can be a glass jar with a lid, grapefruit essential oil, 10 drops, 5 drops of cypress, really get your blood flowing, 1 cup of unbrewed ground coffee, and half a cup of olive oil or any other oil of your choosing. You just mix it all together and then store it in a cool place and then put it on. If you're worried about that going down your drain, maybe put a screen or a coffee filter over your shower drain and it'll catch the coffee grinds. Feels really, really good. If you're not a DIYer, if that's just not your thing, the satin mint scrub from Young Living is awesome. Your skin feels all fresh and rejuvenated and wonderful after. So either one of those is just a little quick thing to treat yourself first thing in the morning and feel good and like, wow, I've started off good. I'm taking care of myself. So any of those, are you excited to try? Let us know in the chat. I have really loved the mint satin scrub on my face lately. It just feels so luxurious. And so I feel like in my daily thing that I do, showering, it's just like a little self-care that I really, really love. And like I said, with your morning routine, do what feels right, but what feels good for you, right? So maybe it's not running a mile every morning. Maybe it's just doing your stretches and be happy and proud that you did your stretches. Okay. Let's get going here with our next one is relationships with others. So you're doing your self-care already, right? Now you've learned that. So how do you fit others into the mix in your life? Well, whether you're spending time with your family, enjoying a girls' night in, catching up with some friends, really cultivating deep relationships with others, it's important for growth. That's balanced in your, like a balanced life, right? It just keeps us feeling good and we're better humans when we have friends and we have relationships. So time with family, that's very important. Finding time and space for family, making time to maintain those relationships is really crucial for a balanced life. Setting boundaries which is very hard for us as women, but setting boundaries and carving out a specific time each day can help you keep your family time sacred and really special. So here are some tips. One, apply or diffuse present time. I love that oil. It's an essential oil mix. It can help you focus on the here and now, present time, so you can get beyond the past, move forward, and really reestablish your balance, your boundaries, and commit to family time when you're there with them. So put in the diffuser, apply it, everything like that. 1 second. Excuse me. Number 2, be vocal to your friends, and if you're doing Young Living as a job with your team members or your work, if you're not doing this as a job with whoever you're working with, about what time of the day that you're turning off your phone and checking out social media and working and all that. So write down your 3 non-negotiables and stick to them. And don't feel bad about it. You got to do it for your health and wellness and your family. Don't be so quick to answer every time someone reaches out to you, unless you're available and that's your time. But this might sound kind of harsh, but if you set the expectation with your team that you'll get back to them right then and there during midnight time and every time of the day, it's not gonna help them. It's not gonna empower them to look for the answers themselves and to practice patience and respect to other people's times. So this can be applied to Young Living if you're doing it as work, but also just to life in general. Don't feel that pressure. Get to things when you've set the time for it, and know that it's helpful for you and for those that you're working with. Time with friends. Whoops, right there. Okay. So time with friends. We are the average of the 5 people we associate with the most. Hopefully they're fine. Reflect on that for a moment. Who is your tight circle? Who is your tribe, as the cool kids say nowadays? Are they positive, motivating? Are they excited about life, about the future, about their goals, about your goals? If you don't have those people around you, start to really invest your time and your energy in finding and surrounding yourselves with those positive people. Invite them, if you can, to a girls' night, and maybe, I like this little tip, get ready together with Young Living Savvy Minerals makeup, or plan a night in cooking or crafting. Do all of that over Zoom if you can't get together, physically. Spend time with friends. It's priority. It's a good thing. It's helpful. it's what we're meant to do. That's why there's such a name and a word as friends. So if you need more information on that Savvy Minerals, there's a whole makeup line. I'm wearing it all tonight. It's good for your skin. It doesn't feel gross like other makeup I've tried. I'm not a big makeup person, but I really, really love it. And it doesn't make me itch or have splotches or anything like that because it's all clean and natural. There's also tons of DIY skincare recipes online. We have them in our group if you need those to really pamper yourself, maybe have a girls' night, stuff like that. Tons of fun stuff. Okay, so those are your time with people, right? Next, we've got career and life purpose. Here we go. So this is a little fact. The average person will spend 90,000 hours of work in their lifetime. That's a lot. That's a lot of time spent not doing something that you love. So the modern employee changes career paths 12 to 15 times throughout their lives. So what does that say about people's satisfaction in the work that they do, right? If they're changing so much. 86% of people today report making extra money on a side hustle, or I think like a side fun thing. It's not a hustle. Having this side thing is not really just a way to bring in extra income. That's part's awesome, but it also gives a creative outlet, doing something that you love or are passionate about. So for some, like me and others here, it could be building a business, helping others find health and wellness through Young Living products I'm passionate about. I love it. It's like a hobby. It's fun and you get paid for it. For others, it could be coaching a sport, starting an Etsy shop, um, building flower bouquets, whatever, homemade goods, art, anything. It's encouraging to know that more people today are feeling inspired to do things you love. So find something that you love that is a purposeful for you, that gives your life purpose. Maybe you don't need any more income and you can volunteer regularly. There's your purpose. Feel good in that. Love that. Enjoy it, right? You're the only person in your life that can discover your true passion. Don't feel guilty about that. It's a good thing to find and enjoy in its right place, right? Maybe you already know what it is, or maybe it will take your lifetime to explore what you want. But wherever you are in the process, have fun doing it and be happy and proud that you're doing it. And as we always say, there's an oil to help you. So oils to help support your passion and your goals. Let's see. I really love this one, abundance. Not just for like passion and goals, for other health reasons and stuff too. I love that. If you need more information on that, ask me. But abundance, this blend combines oils like orange and ginger. Kind of smells like thieves, but like with a little more fruity smell. I really like it. They're oils that are really were used by ancient cultures to attract prosperity and magnify joy and peace. So again, we all know prosperity and being a billionaire is not the point of life at all, but just abundance in like joy and happiness and enjoying what you're doing. Another one is Stress Away. Stress Away is a blend of copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla extract, ocotea, and lavender. So it's really soothing, calming. You feel stress-free during the daily stuff that you're doing or while exploring more passionate, fun things that you want to do. Another one is energy. I have been loving energy lately. So you can diffuse this one or apply it topically during your morning routine, before work, or during that midday slump. That's what I've been doing to enjoy a really stimulating kind of spicy pine fragrance. It's got rosemary, juniper, lemongrass, nutmeg, balsam fir, clove, and black pepper essential oils. So when I first first opened energy, I smelt it and said, oops, nope, never trying that again. But I've seen a lot of people have a lot of help with it for what it's named, energy. And so I applied using it daily. I put it kind of on, how would I describe it? Like 2 inches above my belly button and then out to the sides 2 or 3 inches. So like belly button up 2 to 3 inches out on the front, and then the same spot on the back. I really love the stamina it gives me. It's really supportive to our adrenal and endocrine system. So awesome. Again, not the best smelling thing at first, but once you keep using it, you get used to it. And now I like the smell. And I know my body does too. So my body has told me, get used to the smell. It's good for you. So those are just some ideas to really find something that you enjoy, right? And I've learned more and more lately, the more you find that you enjoy and really embrace it and be in it and love that time that you enjoy whatever you're doing, the more you're able to, it gives you energy, it gives you energy, it gives you the desire to then do the stuff that maybe you don't love, right? Because you're like, oh, I had a fun time and like I was in it and I enjoyed it, right? And then you're like, okay, I can go to the grocery store. And you don't hate every moment at the grocery store. Okay, if you're wanting to take this whole thing to the next level, if you're looking for a change and maybe you need something to keep you accountable, to help you follow through on those healthy habits that you're wanting to try to stick with, you can download this resource. Let me copy and paste it in the chat, and then I can send it to you if you need to. Let me see. It's this, there it is. It's from growspace.com. It's called 28 to Elevate. It is kind of like a course program thing that really helps you find lasting success, goes more in depth into what we talked about today. And you'll have fun doing it. It's kind of a self-exploration, figuring things out, what works for you, and helps you reset and focus on your health goals. And then also, so if you want that, there it is, or ask me or whoever brought you here. We can get that to you. It's free. So it's every day, 28 days, they give you something to do. And then also we're here. I'm in love with this group of women that we have. Everyone is super awesome. We support each other without judgment, always a little humor because nobody is perfect. We keep it real. So if you want to be held accountable, let me know. Let whoever invited you know, let us know here. If you're like in it and you say, I need help in the chat, we're there for you. So we can help keep you accountable in a nice, kind, loving way. So are you in or are you in? Those are the only options. The best way to get the best deal, something that really helps me, brings me joy, is getting things at a discount. So the best way to get all of these products and these tips that we've talked about, the things that you have to buy, is to be a Young Living discount customer. So that gets you 24% off discount off of everything Young Living, everything. Even if you're already a Young Living customer that gets that discount, there are still some ways to get the best bang for your buck. So some tips are, let me get back here. Lost my space, sorry. The 3 ways to get the original discount is to, 1, buy a premium starter kit. There's tons of options to choose from. There's some that are smaller with like, I think 6 or 9 oils, and then some with 12 and a diffuser. They're all a real good variety. There's CBD kits with a variety of those CBD things. There's thieves kits. There's Ningxia Red kits. So tons of different kits that you can start that get you 24% off for a whole year. And then a second way would be to buy any item you want on Subscribe to Save program, which is like a subscription program. This is the way people who are already members can save even more. So you buy whatever you need and you decide if you want it every 1, 2, or 3 months to be automatically delivered to you. It's kind of like the auto ship option in Amazon that has been around for a while. So you can switch each month to whatever product you need and whatever day you want it to be delivered on or sent out on. And then when you do this program regularly, you gain loyalty rewards. So they're free points that you earn anywhere between 10 to 25% of your order, depending on how long you're in the program. You earn those back. And then you use those points to kind of buy products for free. It's just free. Well, just shipping, and you get the products for free. So that's kind of like you shop at Costco and then you get the discounted gas, right? But this reward is completely free, not just discounted. You get free stuff back of your choosing. So it's a super cool way to save and gain free stuff of your liking, of your choice. So I do this because it's that ditch and switch thing that we were talking about. I buy what I already was buying at the grocery store or supplement store or doctor or whatever. I just buy the clean, non-toxic version through Young Living instead. And it's not like you have to throw everything out of your house. At one time, because I just needed to do it this way, I used up the bad stuff and then switched it out for the good, clean stuff. And then I use the points that I accumulate for the more expensive items, or maybe the oils or different supplements and stuff like that for free. So it saves a lot of money. And then doing it this way, I've saved doctor's appointments, supplements, cleaning products, makeup, food, tons of stuff, all just by making that switch. And then the things just come to my door, saves me time too. I don't have to go out shopping for them. It also just helps me not worry about my health and well-being all the time. And I just know that I'm doing what's best for my health and myself. And then the third way is to get that 24% discount is we can set you up with whatever items you plan and make a plan for you and get you what you want to get started. If you purchase 100 PV or points worth, which is about $100 worth, we can get you your own little starter bundle, which is specific to you and what you need. And that gets you the discount for a year as well. So you can really customize the order and get whatever you want. Cool. Let me stop sharing that. Let's see here. So quick little to end tip, final thoughts. The American Society of Training and Development did a study on accountability and found that you have a 65% greater likelihood of completing a goal if you commit to someone. Regular appointments or check-ins with someone can increase your success rate by 95%. So find an accountability partner who shares similar goals with you, and then try maybe to sign an accountability contract. This might sound cheesy, but it's something you have to put into writing. So make sure to clearly state your goal on your contract with weekly action plans and clear end goals that are realistic, timely, and measurable. That's a good one. And also check in on a weekly basis. Use your weekly action plan that you've made in your contract to guide a weekly check-in with your partner, with your friend, with whoever you choose. If you didn't hit your goals, play the game of why. Ask yourself or have the person ask you why after each reason for not hitting your goals, so that you can get to the true root and then adjust to what you need to do, like why you weren't able to do it, and really figure it out. So really reach out to me or whoever invited you here for help, support your goals. I think that we all need all the support we can get. We're all here for you, and you can do this. It's good for you. It's worth it in the long run, and quickly after the first few little adjustments, you start to see an adjustment in how you feel and your daily stuff. So that's it, ladies. Is there any questions? Anyone have anything to say? Any questions? We're here. If not, no worries. That's all I got for you. If you have any questions and you don't want to say them to the group or whatever, reach out to whoever invited you here. We're always here to help. Cool. Thanks, ladies. That's it. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.